They said Gray paved the way, changed the rain, released the pain. Least you saying getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper rap, tighter sets, high and deadly. I'm a fighter jet.
Pause around here.
Yeah, no, he's from New York though. He was posting about everything. Man, he posted, me and him will sit there having conversation. Pause. Like, dude, stop with the.
I mean, that's
pausing.
like,
I understand that.
All right,
you married.
Listen, do this.
What's
really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dantara, aka Chef. I'm here with my brothers, Mr. Muffins Martinez. Nobody cares about any of us, and I'm going to say this straight up. So we're about to talk to the greatest MLW draft pick of all time. That's one. The former National Openweight champion, the new MLW heavyweight champion, and also the guy responsible for making the Opera Cup, aka the Oprah Cup, the most prestigious thing that has ever been in its life. Champ, what's really good, man?
That was probably the greatest introduction ever, and it's all facts too. I am the greatest draft pick in MLW history. I definitely made the Opera Cup, Oprah Cup. But I brought it to new heights.
Yes.
Davey Boy couldn't make the Oprah Cup mean anything while he had it. But me, I put it on the map.
Yes. Fact.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Muffin, ask him, talk to him, ask questions, because I got some shit.
First of all, I want to come here and apologize to Alex Kane, because the first time we interviewed him, he said the following: I want to be the champion of LLW. I want to be Hammerstone. And I told him, bro, whoa, take it easy, baby steps. You're trying to jump too far ahead. And look what happened 2 years later.
You was mad disrespectful.
That was mad disrespectful. But I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for now.
Thank you, sir.
For now.
Appreciate it. Bomaye, baby. Bomaye,
baby.
Bomaye, baby, all day.
Muffin didn't believe in me at first. He didn't know what to make of me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He's true.
He's right.
He's right.
And now he's the champ. Now he's the champ. So what you gotta add? You gotta start, because you're the one who was disrespectful. I know what I'm gonna ask him. I was the one bragging that he's gonna be the greatest MLW fighter of all time.
Yeah, that's a fact too. That's a fact.
Like Team Alex Kane since day one.
Yeah, that's true.
Day one.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna eat it. Pie in my face. Boom, 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 boom. I was a hater. I was a doubter. So now,
what you got?
I'm a follower of the Bomaye Club. Now I'm a follower.
Turn him into a believer.
Yes.
You took him to church.
Yes,
I took him to church. I took you to church.
And I never say never. I will say hallelujah when you pin and won. So, but how does it feel, man? Like Chef said, coming in, I have to say this. Basically, maybe an unknown, because at that time I didn't know who you were. At that time, you came in. I mean, you're the only one who's from that draft class that's still here. And now you're the champion. I mean, how does it feel to outlast everybody that came in with you from the draft class, and 2 years later you are the champion and you said what you were going to say, and you did?
It feels like a whirlwind a little bit, honestly. Because even though, like I said, this is what I wanted to do, and this is where I wanted to be. Everybody says that, but not everybody gets the opportunities to actually make that a reality. So to have a company they believed in me since day one. Like, I think Cord has told me on several occasions, like, this was always the plan. It's just we had to get you ready to, we had to get you ready so when we wanted to pull the trigger, we could pull the trigger. So yeah, to have a company like believe in you, the way the MLW has believed in me, and the way that they've kind of molded me and shaped me and made me a better wrestler and a better competitor and a better performer, is pretty awesome. And it's going to continue. We're going to have a lot of fun. on this reign, especially with this feud with Willie Mack. It's going to be fun. It may pull at your heartstrings a little bit. It may piss you off a little bit, but it's good TV.
Well, how does it feel already knowing you're gonna face Willie Mack already at the next pay-per-view?
I guess to stay in kayfabe, a little bit. I'm looking past Willie Mack. I'm looking past Willie Mack. He's not a worthy. He's not a worthy contender. It's crazy to me how everybody gets these opportunities off of just winning one match, or they don't have to go through the trials and stuff. They just win one match. Like it wasn't even anything treacherous. It was a triple threat match. But they get this automatic shot at the world champion. I had to scratch, claw, grind to get this. I'd go number one in on Battle Riot and win the whole and eliminate everybody and win the whole damn thing to get here.
Youngest ever with the most eliminations.
Youngest ever, first black man to win the Battle Riot. I've shot a whole bunch of records, but Willie Mack just wins a triple threat match and he's a number one contender. Okay.
I agree with that because I have felt that they have tried to throw everything in your way, and then some. And there's no disrespect. Willie Mack has done his thing everywhere he's went. Salute to Willie Mack. There's no way, but he doesn't have a good win-loss record in MLW neither. So to try to just win one match and get a shot at the top dog is kind of crazy. And there's a naysayer. There's someone that we know that's not a fan of yours, and I like going back and forth with him. And he had the nerve to say, now you got a bullseye on your back. I said, well, that's fine because the Alex Kane I know puts bullseyes on people's chest. You know what I mean? Like, so
I've had a bullseye on my back since day one. I put, like you said, I do put bullseyes on people's chest. Is it the other dude that's a part of your little?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yes. That's what we say to him all the time anyway.
Just hating for no reason. He ain't got no reason to hate.
It's just listen, you know what they say though? People only hate when they see greatness. People don't hate on scrubs.
You're right. You're right.
And for you to be at that spot, that's when the real hate comes in because now everybody's like, oh man, Alex Kane this. First off, there's nobody on the roster that can out-talk you, right? Like, this isn't me just coming in here hyping you, but I'm speaking facts. There's no one on the roster that can out-talk you. There's no one who can get the crowd more engaged than you. So you are the guy. And I don't think there's a guy. I'm a big Jacob Fatu guy, but I think even Jacob Fatu doesn't have a certain charismatic level as Alex Kane. And I've said this before, so it's not because you here.
I appreciate that.
Not just facts. So I also want to ask you because the first draft pick, technically, that Bomaye Fight Club gets in is your man O'Shea Edwards.
Yep.
That's got to be huge because I know that's your guy for real. So to have somebody like that, with an addition to the Bomaye Fight Club, which just keeps growing, what is that like for Alex Kane knowing I got another monster behind me?
It's dope. One, because when I wrestled him for the first time, after that match is when I realized that like I'm going to be a problem in this business, best way possible. That was like kind of like a coming out party for myself. So to come around to a year or two later, and I'm able to kind of create this avenue to, get him in front, get him on a platform or whatever where he can really shine, and he can really show out. It's awesome. Like that's been the whole plan for the Bomaye Fight Club. Not since the beginning or whatever, but the more and more I see how things kind of work in this industry, that kind of became my mission with the Bomaye Fight Club is like how many talented brothers and sisters can I put on and put them in positions to win. Because like O'Shea, like all he's ever needed was like a legitimate, like, I mean, he was in ROH with STP, but like I'm working to get him more speaking roles and stuff like that, so we can really like flex those muscles and really show people like he is the total package. That's what I always call him, the total package. I say a lot of the time, I said to him the weekend of the title match, I was like, dude, we really are the same person. It's funny, like, we really are the same person, in so many ways. So it's dope to have. It's dope to have another person that I vibe with and that I have good chemistry with in the Bomaye Fight Club. Because that's all I really want within the club. I just want everybody to have good chemistry, everybody to flow, everybody to be able to work together. Because that's when you start to create magic.
That's what's up.
Hey man,
That's what's up. You better ask me a fucking question because I'm getting detailed shit.
Hey, Bomaye has definitely picked up. I know when he won the belt, the whole ring just filled up with nothing but Bomaye followers.
Mm-hmm.
It was a funny tweet by Mr. Thomas there, how his sister got on the ring.
Man, I don't know where she came from, dog. I mean, I know where she was sitting. I know where she was sitting. She was sitting next to the entranceway, off to the left. Her and her mother. But how she got into the ring, I have no fucking clue.
That was funny. I said, no, and I saw the tweet. I said, how did my sister get on the ring? Oh, hey, that's Bomaye power right there, baby. But when are we gonna get a Bomaye female member in the group, man?
Man, I don't know. I'm trying. I really am trying. But like, I don't just want somebody in there that's like, I don't want somebody in there just because they're pretty or they have good looks. Like,
no, hell no.
Yeah, I don't want that. I feel like that's like the wave of bringing people on. It's like, oh, she's cute or whatever. Let me bring her on. She may be a good wrestler or whatever, but that's not always the case. But me personally, I want another like shooter. Like I want another like somebody with a jiu-jitsu background, a wrestling background. Somebody with some legit background. Like somebody that I know that like if some shit really popped off, like she gonna handle shit. Yeah, it's on. But like I mean, like I've pitched for Jordan Blade, but people be dragging their feet. But I really don't know. I mean, other than her, I really don't know who else. I don't know if you have any like Janai Kai would be cool, but I feel like she's really popping off doing her own thing, so I don't want to like.
Yeah, I was telling Jeff, man, somebody like Trisha Dora, Thomas Braxton from down there in Houston.
I mean, Trish would have been cool if she wasn't in the infantry, like.
Yeah.
Like before the infantry or whatever, that would have been dope too.
Yeah.
But
yes.
I think me and her even talked about it a little bit, because she came to the Battle Riot show. I think it was a Battle Riot show. It might have been the show before that, but yeah, we even talked about that a little bit. But like, I'm glad to see that she's in the infantry. They're doing that thing at ROH. I know there's got to be like a diamond in the rough somewhere that just needs a shot or whatever that has all the tools. Yeah, and that's what I'm really looking for.
That's what's up. Now I know you and your significant other went to WXW. Was it like a few months ago, right?
No, it was last year actually.
Oh shit! Like, don't get old, brother, because your memory starts going. But now with the partnership there. Do you think that you can try to, I want to defend the MLW belt in Germany now? Like, is that something we could see Alex Kane and Bomaye Fight Club kind of going international?
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm pretty cool with Felix, so I may do that the next few months. I just got to see how my bookings in states go, and like I don't know, like preparing for everything. But like I mean, I have a place to stay. Well, the only really real thing is like kind of the language barrier, but there's
Yeah.
not a language barrier because everybody speaks English. But yeah, I'll definitely see. That would definitely be cool for me.
Because I saw Dummy Exos going, I think, next month to defend the women's title out there. So
Yeah.
We want to see you everywhere. Like that's we literally just did a podcast. I don't know if we dropped it yet, where we were saying we'd like to see Bomaye Fight Club on everywhere on the independents, all over the world. Like that's our excitement for what you've been building is to see it all over the place and everybody's backyard, every way you could find it. That's where we want to see it. So you being international, we think that'd be such a dope look for everything and all the hard work you've been putting, across the board to give you fans outside of the United States to say, "Oh shit, I get to see Alex Kane." I mean, that was our whole point of view of it.
Yeah, it would. I mean, yeah, that's definitely cool. It's just sometimes like working things out as far as like I would love to go to Japan, but like I've heard a lot of things about Japan not necessarily fucking with black wrestlers, um, depending on the promotion. So like that sucks a lot. But
what about Dragon Gate? Since you guys had a little thing going on there with Dragon Gate.
so like they I've asked about Dragon Gate a few times, and they've said like, oh, they're looking at visas and stuff like that. But that was like 6 months ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're hella eager to bring people over from Dragon Gate, but they're not eager to send people over to Dragon.
Oh wow.
Okay. So I don't know what is stopping us from being sent over there, but when it happens, I'm ready.
You're the champ. You're always ready. Muffins, talk to me.
Yeah, I know Chev had mentioned that he wants you guys to be everywhere. I just saw you pop up on the graphic for Destiny Wrestling down in Canada in a four-way. So I said, well, shit. That's going to be awesome, man, to see you
All
go
a bunch
to Canada land there.
Alex Kane versus a bunch of dudes he used to watch on TV.
Yeah, Big Damo, that's a fan. Cello,
Damo, 7, Lance Archer.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Archer's going to match.
All dudes I used to watch on TV at one point or another, which is kind of crazy. Too bad I got to beat
and now you in the mix with them.
So I'm going to ask you because MLW kind of shown a list of things you want, right? Now the bag thing was funny. The whole thing was funny. The list, it's got to be more like, oh shit, because now I have my little things with MLW because I feel like they take forever to do certain shit. But with this list being as popular as it is now, because a lot of people are talking about it, do you see yourself versus Fatu in the coming future? Because I think that's the match everybody wants to see. We've seen you versus Hammerstone, who people will say that's an MLW, bigwig, and the other guy is Jacob Fatu. You've already beat one. Now the second one is sitting there.
I hope so. Honestly, I wish that was my first title defense. Honestly, but it is what it is. The league's gonna do what the league does. But I hope that that Fatu match comes sooner than later. I've been dying to work with him for the longest.
That's going to be heavy.
He's always been
like,
yeah, I know. Like he's been at everybody in the locker room besides like Thomas and stuff like that. Like he's always been one of the coolest to me.
wow.
So I just like talking like he's just a dude. He's just a dude that's happens to be from this famous wrestling family, but also happens to be amazing at professional wrestling. But he's just a dude, and I respect the hell out of him. He's a dude that's earned my respect because he's always respected me. Can't say that about Hammer, but it's what it is.
And that's your boy. That's your man.
Yeah, that's your guy. You probably like Hammerstone because he looks like an action figure.
That's what it is, right?
I don't kink shame, but I think I might shame you a little bit on that one.
Now we've seen a couple of new draft picks coming in. Kevin Blackwood from my side of town here in Buffalo, and Matt Cardona. I mean, do you?
Man, I don't give a damn about no damn Matt Cardona, woo, Zack Ryder. You wasn't shit when you was there. You ain't shit now. I don't care how many indie belts you grab up. I don't care how about everybody else and their grandmother bowing down, kissing your feet or whatever. You coming to MLW, coming into my house. So act appropriately. If you come for this belt, I will gladly drop you on that stack of dimes you call a neck. And we'll move on from there. But like, there's no, I have no interest. But
Why would
if
you?
the money, if the money's right, then yeah, we can run that. But the draft pick other than O'Shea Edwards the two draft picks that I'm most excited for are Kevin Blackwood, because Kevin Blackwood has always been cool as shit for me. I think we've met in person like once or twice or whatever, but just like over social media, he's been really, really cool. When I started getting into Olympic lifting, he was really cool with that or whatever, really cool helping out. So Kevin Blackwood, I'm excited for. Also, he's hella fucking talented. But out of everybody or whatever, I'm most excited for Love Doug. Love Doug is probably one of my favorite acts in professional wrestling.
What?
Right the fuck now. Love Doug. I love Love Doug because it's different. It's different. There's nobody else
here's
on the
the
independent
thing.
doing stuff.
I gotta ask you because I have never heard of this guy, and then when I googled him, I couldn't find nothing. So I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is Love Doug?" Right?
He's pretty new.
I'm being honest, I said it. But listen, if Alex Kane sits there and says that this dude is talented, that's it. It's the seal of approval. That's
Exactly.
it.
It's very talented.
That's how it works.
Do you went from calling him Love Doug to Love Duck to Padlock?
Love Doug gets it.
Names.
He understands it. He knows how to stand out. Yeah, there's a lot of like other badass wrestlers out here, whatever, but they don't get it. Love Doug gets it. Like
So now listen.
like Becca, she grew on me. She definitely grew on me.
Oh, we love Becca. We love Becca.
But like I told her at the last taping, I was like, I want to say this in the best way possible. Your shit is so annoying, but it's so annoying that it's good. But again, who else is out here being a fucking pop star, actually releasing music, actually internationally traveled? Like, she found something, because I think she did like something like Scrunchies before in her infancy of her career, but she's found something that she can really like do and be good at. Her entrance song is a bop.
Yeah. And it's funny because there's another lady in a different company in Jacksonville who's doing the same thing, pop star thing, but she raps instead. I'll leave it at that. If you see her.
Yeah, she's probably copying Becca. It's all good.
Yeah,
People be
from QTV.
Off the independents all the time.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Always.
So
always.
All right. So now I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna pay attention to Love Doug now because, like I said, I was like, "Yo, who is this guy?" O'Shea Edwards top pick. We all shitted on the whole Matt Cardona thing because we kind of feel how you feel. I don't get it. It is what it is.
Matthew Cardona, especially with him coming in and being paired up with Saint Laurent, like he's like Saint Laurent screwed up for Microman. Like how you do Microman dirty? Out of all people in wrestling, how you do Microman dirty? You may not be a fan of Microman or whatever, but Microman don't do nothing to nobody. He's here to make sure everybody has a good time. So you turn on him.
I'm about to say, yeah, he's getting twisted with Manders over there, getting twisted.
I'm glad. SGC is a good group of guys. But yeah, like how you turn on Microman to join Davey Boy Smith Jr., who I took out behind the shed and put him out of his misery, dog. Like, come on,
Like
man.
old Yeller.
Like, old Yeller, dog. Old Yeller his ass. Like, dog, like how you gonna surround yourself with a bunch of losers?
Damn. Damn.
The only one that may not be a loser is Matt Cardona, but Matt Cardona's a hoe in my opinion. So
Which you just dropped the shirt. What is it? The
humility is for hoes. Yeah, humility.
yeah.
It's already dropped. It's on brainbustercheese.com right now. Because I told Court either y'all can make this shirt, or I'm gonna make this shirt. And he just sent me the winky face. I'm like, I guess I'm making this shirt. But it's a hot shirt.
Well, not to keep talking about Cardona, but I'm shocked and surprised he showed up in Japan with half of the Connecticut women's tag team belts.
I mean, you can do anything you want with a replica belt. That's all it was. It's a replica belt.
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that I was like, okay, hold on, this is not.
I mean, why not? I mean, he is really, really good, and this is not a knock because this is a skill. Really, really good at staying relevant.
Yeah.
Because like when he came on the independent scene, like I thought he was just gonna be here for a few matches or whatever, make his money and go the fuck home.
Yep.
But he is truly, all disrespect aside, he's truly doing the damn thing or whatever, and he's working. He's elevating things. He's probably the best, like one of the best ex WWE people to be on the independents. And I don't know if he was on the independents before he got signed or not. I think he was or whatever. I'm glad that yeah. But like, I'm glad that like even though he's made all of the money that he's made, and that he is who he is, like I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, listen, he definitely had the buzz about him, and that's no hate. And there's no way I think that he's going to come into MLW and Court not sit there and put two and two together. Oh shit! If Matt Cardona gets a live mic, if Alex Kane gets a live mic, this could be crazy, right? Like I think it makes sense when you think these two guys, they'll kill it promo-wise. But I mean, listen, no one's going to get in your way. That's all there is to it. It is what it is. But if you had to, you want to ask a question? You made a face. Are you going to say something disrespectful again?
No, man. I already learned my lesson already. He already put me in my place.
All right. So what were you going to say? Because you made like a.
Yeah, no. I'm still thinking about how in the hell did Don King become the provider of Bomaye? Like, where?
How did he?
Like, how the hell they pulled this rabbit out of a hat?
It's like who created God? Like nobody knows. He's just always been there. He's always been at the helm of Bomaye.
For a long time, I can say him Broadway. I don't get it. And then all of a sudden, they pulled the one needle out of the humongous haystack, and he was done.
It was a wow factor.
Like, what the hell? Like, how the hell did this happen? Like, what?
So, to piggyback on what he's saying, I'm going to piggyback on Don King, because to have the name of Don King associated with your creation of Bomaye Fight Club, that's got to be a huge thing as well, because when you think, I always think Mike Tyson. I'm from the era of Mike Tyson, so Don King, Mike Tyson, greatest fight promoter of all time, on and on and on. Don King now being part of Bomaye Fight Club, that puts Bomaye Fight Club into a whole nother existence that we didn't think wrestling would ever touch like that.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to see where it goes and how it all plays out. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Hopefully it plays out in a cool way. yeah, I'm excited to see how how the stories are going to progress with Don King being in the mix.
And then jumping from Chef, how did the Bomaye Club come into life, man?
How did it come into life?
Yeah, like
Talking to him.
I know that, but I mean, how
I swear I've already had this conversation with you.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
I know that, man, but it's still just kind of like interesting how everything happens,
Well, he kind of already went through it when he said, I'm going to build this and I'm going to bring people who just need just a little bit of opportunity to, project themselves, go forward. He just said that. So O'Shea Edwards might have some more mic time. We're going to see a different O'Shea Edwards because he's going to be talking his shit. If the right female comes along, he's going to pitch the idea. You already have the face of the company right here in front of us. And then you got his big homie, Mr. Thomas, who's been his wing guy since day one, right? Like, so, well, day 2.5, let's say. Yeah. But as of right now,
pretty much day one of Bomaye.
Yeah.
So it's just been an amazing it's been an amazing journey that we've seen in MLW, and we keep wanting to see it going forward. I think that's where you're going with it, where it becomes a what's next for Bomaye Fight Club. And I know you can't get that information out because that's not cool. But how do I don't want to ask the wrong question. And Muffins, go ahead, ask him something because I got to figure out how I want to ask this.
Well, I wanted to ask him, MLW now is trying to come back into like a one a month type of deal thing. When you're not working for MLW, will you be defending that title in other promotions that you might hit or?
No, I asked about that. It would only be with like other like larger promotions or whatever, which I don't know what those promotions are, but like if I went to Europe and did like WXW, I could defend it there. But I think really that's about it. I don't know. I have to ask about that.
Yeah, because N.W.A. Tai defended it there, and I think Davey Boy Richards defended the national open weight there as well, right? With N.W.A.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not like N.W.A. is cool. The only thing that gets me N.W.A. is they don't have entrances.
No, it just
that's the deal breaker for me. Like if they set it up, they'll have entrances. That's like the most important part of wrestling, in my opinion.
They just walk out, bro.
They just walk out. I don't like that. But if MLW, if they want to do a title defense, and MLW and NWA set it up, I'll be there because I just work here. But am I gonna go myself and be like, oh yeah, let me do? No. Talent is great. Don't get me wrong, talent is great, but the lack of emphasis is not for me.
Dude, you're the champion. You got power. You can just go to any company right now. Say, something, I'm going to in this indie right here. Let's go. I'm coming in.
It's way more political than that. You know that shit already. There's way more politics than that.
You trying to get the belt stripped off of me, dog?
Did we bring them? Is this like a setup, bro?
No, man. But like the
are we setting them up? Is that what
you're saying?
Hit the ending like that, man. Like, I'm going here. I'm going to Destiny.
Muffins
why is it always you?
Somewhere.
Why is it always you, bro? Why do you do this?
Why is it always you? Why are you being an op? It's supposed to be cool.
Yeah, you just said I'm doing my and now you're an op. This is a game.
I'm just trying to bring the belt out here, man.
You're trying to get him straight to fire. I get it. I get it. No, you want him out of here.
Take the belt. Like they say.
You know what it is?
I'm going to be outside. Take the belt outside.
Look,
I'm going
man.
to apologize to Alex Kane right now. My bad on behalf of half this team because I know we got one hater, and then this guy probably wants to see his, genetic freak back with the belt again. I see what's going on, and if I would do this going forward, I would have just did this solo. I apologize. But so end goal, Bomaye Fight Club, if you sit there and try to just, what is the end goal for Bomaye Fight Club? Is it champions in every company with the logo on?
Yeah, definitely championships in every company. Championships in this company. Just complete and utter domination. I'm trying to take over the world.
That's what I'm talking about. I know you're a hater. I know you're upset about that response, right? It bothers you.
It's not bothering me.
Listen, as one more question, I got one more. We out of here because you're
Martinez. I really don't want to call you my favorite word, but you creeping into my favorite word territory.
Well, and you're going to see him in September. He's going to the show.
Cool out.
Am I a hoe?
Oh, you're not a hoe yet. You're not a hoe yet, but you creeping.
You a hoe in training. So that's gonna be the last question. I got one more, so we can let the brother out.
Hey. Like I said, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you're doing. You know, and Chef gets mad at me because sometimes I get too militant with my shit. But it's always good to see minorities, Black people, Latinos be on top of something. You know, I think like I told Chef, I said, man, it's something special to finally see a Black heavyweight champion in MLW. You know, so
yeah, like the
people like us relate.
People, I think a lot of I guess because a lot of people weren't watching it then. Like I'm not the first Black champion in MLW by any means. The first one is Swerve. I'm the second.
Yep.
But I think a lot of people, I guess, aren't super caught up on like MLW lore and history. But yeah, Court Bauer's always been for the culture. He's always been for the culture. Hanging out with fucking Wale and shit, Wale Mania and stuff like that. Like Court Bauer's always had his ear to the streets. Like he knows he's a real one, dog. He really is a real one. No matter what out now in kayfabe, him being in the league and stuff, he's also a hoe. But in real business life dealings or whatever, he's a real one.
Yeah,
shout out to Court.
Chef knows that I follow the minorities wherever they go, and you know, and this is why I love MLW because there's a lot of colorful characters, and I'm like I could relate to this guys here, to their struggles and shit, you know. So that's why I love MLW for that.
That's why we started. That's why we started podcasting on MLW because it was the one company that we felt that Hispanics and Blacks were actually having an opportunity to showcase their skills. And I'm not going to air out all the other companies, but it felt like 90% were not. You know what I mean? Like everybody they want to push, and I don't even want you to answer because I don't want no one to say, "Oh, Alex Kane agreed." You know, he feels no, fuck that. MLW showcases Asian, white, Black, Spanish, don't matter where you are. If you're talented, they fuck with you, and I like that. Now, you say Cortavius Bauer, and it's one of the funniest shits that I've heard in wrestling forever, so now I call him Cortavius Bauer. But with Cortavius Bauer seeming like he threw everything in your way to stop you from getting to where you are, do you feel that he's going to keep that same energy and throw all the shit back at you to see if you are that great champ? Because I'm already putting you on the MLW Mount Rushmore.
Most definitely. I don't even put it past him, dog. He definitely gonna do that.
That's some hoe ass shit.
It really is, but it is what it is. What you gonna do?
I mean, listen, we've chopped his ear off. We appreciate everything. We can't wait to see what's next because I've been all in on the Alex train ride, pause, and Bomaye Fight Club is my shit. This guy is a fucking super hater on the low because he's a hoe in training.
I'm a hit, a hoe in training hit.
I'm just saying it is what it is.
You got hits and hoes.
We appreciate everything, and we can't wait to see your rise to superstardom, greatness, and everything else, and watch you tear it up for the next upteen amount of years. For my entire team, we out of here. Deuces.
They said Gray paved the way, chased the rain, released the pain, least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter day.